Good evening and welcome to the 15th FSTS graduation of 2022. So far we have graduated 209 frontline supervisors, and tonight we celebrate the graduation of 12 more. And I couldn't be more proud of these future leaders of UPS. Each one of you brings something unique to the role that you're in. And I hope this class has shed some light on the things you need to do to become even more effective at your already tough but most important job here on the front line. You guys now face the difficult part. You now have to take what we focused on over the last 2 weeks and take it back to your operation. Don't let the investment of the last 2 weeks of class be a waste. Remember what you've learned and apply it to your work area. This class is comparable to working out at the gym. You've done things you're not used to doing on a nightly basis, but now you're on your own. Please know that James and I will be here to support you well after this class is over, and we'll be here for anything you need. You also have your current management team to lean on in case you find yourself needing help. When you work out day after day, you can look in the mirror and you won't notice any difference. But when you look from 1 month to the next, and even 6 months down the road, you'll begin to see that difference. So don't stop working out, keep at it every day, stay motivated, and in time, you'll see it. Don't forget what you've learned over these last 2 weeks. Remember the difference between leading and managing, and how one is an appointed title, and the other one is looked upon as a great role model. You manage tasks, but you lead your people. Remember the importance of leading all your employees and not just the 80%, because inclusion creates a team that is 50% more productive and unstoppable. Remember the importance of being fair and consistent and not lenient on your employees. Accountability works if it's administered correctly. It's designed to change those behaviors and not to terminate employees. Remember to engage with your employees. You need to build that special bond with each other and every one of them. Your employees won't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Don't forget about the policies and legacies that we reflected on nightly and the culture behind those readings. The management skills that we talked about are still very relevant even today. Remember how important attitude is, and remember that the things we covered here in class aren't just UPS lessons. They are life lessons as well. No matter where you are in life, start singing in the mud if you need to. This class wouldn't be the same without the help of the Worldport management team, dedicating their time and effort into giving presentations for this class. As always, I'd like to thank them for their flexibility throughout the classes over the years so far, and I'd like to thank them for their future efforts. I'd like to extend that special thanks to Jeff Semenik, Jeff Sirota, and Norman Seawright for their talking points. Now, I would like to introduce Dalton Henready, our supervisor in Hub Training.
Good evening, everyone. Up first for graduation this evening, we have Quinten. Quinten, he is the Knowledge Bee winner. Congratulations.
Thanks, sir. Good evening, everybody. I'm Quinten McKinney from the Fueling Department. I would like to thank my management team, Melody Ackridge, Scott Stallard, Mike Martin, as well as David Cooper, for allowing me to attend FSTS for the past 2 weeks. One of many things I've learned in FSTS is that we are not a shipping company, we are a people company. As long as we do our best to take care of our workers and customers, everything else will take care of itself. Thank you.
Up next, we have Jacob. Jacob received a perfect test score. Congratulations.
Good evening. I'm Jacob McMahan of the 911 ramp. I would like to thank my management team, Alex Rutherford and Josh Dean, for allowing me the time to attend FSTS. Throughout this course, one of the many things I have learned is that the relationships between me and my people is 100% the most important aspect of my job as a supervisor. I feel I already have this between my employees and myself, but the great and healthy relationships we hold is what drives the company forward. Confidence in our work area and our colleagues is going to support our production rates and performance all around the clock. Not only does it help you drive performance, but more importantly, it helps you retain the employees and the satisfaction of working within this company. UPS is a people company. We are nothing without each other. We are nothing without our people. Thank you.
Now we have Campbell. Congratulations, Campbell.
Good evening. My name is Campbell McLemore from Wingy Ramp. I'd like to thank my management team, Steve Gumbel and Jen Peterson, for allowing me to be at FSTS these past couple weeks. One of the main things that I learned from FSTS was actually being able to see how the operation worked as a whole. That's something that I don't get to do a lot of, and it's a really unique opportunity. So that, combined with the manager skills that I learned from this course, I would be able to take that back and make my ramp better. Thank you.
Up next, we have Maya. Maya received a perfect test score. Congratulations.
I'm Maya Carby, and I'm from the Premier Team, and I would like to thank my management team, Jason Rutledge and Eric Haycraft, for allowing me to attend this class. I would also like to thank the members of my team for covering my spot and responsibilities during my absence. FSTS allowed me to improve my communication and public speaking skills. My job is 90% communication and delegation, and with the skills I acquired over the past 2 weeks, I hope that I am a more effective and productive communicator.
Now we have Nathaniel. Nathaniel received Best Dressed and a perfect test score. Congratulations.
Good evening. I'm Nathaniel Moore, but you all can call me Donnie. I work on Ramp 911 as a P-section supervisor. I would like to thank Kyle Payton and Josh Steen for allowing me to attend FSTS. One of the many things that I learned in FSTS is the importance of building relationships with your people. Now more than ever, knowing your employees is important so you can try to help them in the best way possible. Having that trust built up so they feel comfortable enough to tell you about whatever they're dealing with is crucial, so you can potentially help them without feeling like it's an empty promise. Thank you.
Up next, we have Darcy. Darcy received Best Dressed, was a member of the competition team winners, and also received the Legacy Award. Congratulations.
Good evening. I'm Darcy Hancock. I am a belly supervisor on 911. I would like to start off by thanking my 911 management team, Mary Kay and JD, for allowing me the time to attend FSTS and professionally grow. One of the many legacies that I've been most impacted by from my time in FSTS is community, and I'll expand on that in just a little bit. Thank you once again.
Up next, we have Reagan. Congratulations, Reagan.
Good evening. My name is Reagan Riddell. I would like to thank my management team, Brian Harden and Tim Smith, for allowing me to attend FSTS for these past 2 weeks. One of the many things I've learned from FSTS are how to effectively communicate to my employees and how to promote safety in my area, and I would like to take all of these things back to my area with me. Thank you.
Now we have Chris. Chris received a perfect test score. Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Chris Collina of the Freight Facility, and I would like to thank my management team, Jordan Rich and Andy Jones, for allowing me to attend FSTS these past 2 weeks. One of the many things I took away from FSTS will be the numerous resources that we have available to our employees. I also learned a lot about the ways to improve morale, improve efficiency, and overall improve the operation. I'll never forget James and Elaine's class. Even with it only being 2 weeks, I was able to learn so much, create new relationships, and have one of the best times here at UPS. Thank you for having me.
Next, we have Destiny. Destiny was voted most improved. She earned a perfect test score, and she was on the winning competition team. Congratulations.
Good evening. I'm Destiny Glenn from Wing C Outbounds. I'd like to thank my management team, Neil Gentry and Mike Perkins, for allowing me these 2 weeks to attend FSTS. One of the many things I've learned these past 2 weeks was there are different approaches to leading. Prior to FSTS, I wasn't happy with the leader I was, but I also didn't know how to become the leader I wanted to be. In fact, I wasn't even aware there were different approaches to leading or different types of leaders. And after these past 2 weeks, I'm ready to take all the information I've learned and start molding myself into the leader I need to be for my people.
Now we have Mackenzie. Mackenzie earned a perfect test score. Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Mackenzie Wolz from the freight facility. I would like to thank my management team, Aaron Stone and Lisa Reed, for allowing me the 2 weeks off to attend FSTS. One of the many things I learned while my time at FSTS was the difference in importance between leadership and management. A manager is someone who knows the policy and procedures, telling employees their task while completing a job description. A leader knows their people and knows the importance of building relationships that build a company, going beyond what is expected. I look forward to bettering the relationships with my people, one that isn't just surface level. I look forward to not only pushing my people and evolving their mindset, but mine as well. Thank you.
Next, we have Nakiya. Congratulations.
Good evening. I'm Nakiya Glenn from Building 1, and I would like to thank my management team, Michael Vine, Micah Adams, and Joe Ballinger. One of the many things I've learned from FSTS is how important building relationships are. Before coming to FSTS, my mindset was that this was just a job and nothing more. Leaving here with the knowledge that I've received has evolved my mindset and let me know that this is more than just a job and that building relationships is important to our people because it means a lot to them. I look forward to taking the many things that I've been taught in FSTS and using them to help me evolve as a supervisor. Thank you.
Next, we have Taylor. Congratulations.
Good evening. I am Taylor Starr, and I would like to thank my management team, Tyler Sawville and Bob Key, for allowing me to attend FSTS. One of the many things I have learned at FSTS is the importance of building good relationships with your employees. Connecting with them on a personal level or even small conversations can change a person's day. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
All right, you guys. So at the end of our graduation, we always wrap up with our legacy winner, and that means that's Darcy's turn to come up. So, Darcy.
Okay, this is where we get into I'll break it down. So, God, has this been a 2-week period. So much information has been in my head. I want to start this off by giving myself and the room an opportunity to just breathe. I know that we all just went through, and I'm so very proud of all of us. We just gonna breathe. That's a wellness tip for you. In preparation for this speech, I scoured my legacy book, determined to find the exact legacy that I could see the entire room identifying with. And I'll be honest, I struggled. Because of that struggle, I decided to structure this speech similar to how our legacy books attribute to Jim's style in the introduction and speak to you, for the most part, with a word that I learned for the first time today, extemporaneously. And what that means is it is a speech style by just talking. And that was Jim's speech style. So throughout our book, as you read Jim's words, feels like he's just talking to you, because that's all the book is he's just talking to his people. So in my speech tonight, I will be using a combination of my words and Jim's words to strengthen what I consider the most important legacy. People of high motives and honest hearts, spoken by Jim in 1959. We're going to do a lot of page flipping up here tonight. People of high motives and honest hearts from 1959. Page 93 if you were curious. Behind these cold, inanimate reports are people. People who have red blood. Their thoughts and actions can never be portrayed in figures, and seldom with accuracy in words. In reviewing such reports and statistics, I never think of our organization as a great mass of nameless people working for a daily wage and conforming to a fixed pattern. Rather, I try to think of each of the 10,000 as a separate, distinct person, different in a variety of ways from the other 9,999. I often try to imagine what I might do if I were in the place of any one of them, under the particular circumstances of that person's daily life. I envision our organization as a means through which each member should be able to achieve a good measure of personal satisfaction and at the same time aid in the advancement of interests of all of the rest of us. And I am convinced that in these mutually desirable results will follow me, if we will but convey to each person in the company a clear understanding of what our purposes really are. I will further expand. We got sticky notes. Shout out Jerry from 9/11 for these sticky notes. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, spoken in 1947. In attempting to answer questions of the future, it is sometimes well to take cue from the past. So let us consider for a moment how we all got to the point where we now are. There is no need to go all the way back to the beginning of our company, only 40 years ago at this point. Let us see what has been accomplished in the past 18 or 20 years. Those who have been associated with the company for any considerable period of time have seen unfolded a picture that none could have imagined at the beginning. They have seen the company expand to the extent that we now handle all deliveries for nearly all leading stores in only 12 at this point, great metropolitan areas of the company. In the process of this growth, we have provided a higher than average standard of living, better homes for increasing thousands of men, women, and children. The ownership of our company has been distributed into the hands of hundreds of people employed by it. Best of all, and the circumstance in which I personally have taken the greatest pride, is that all of the people associated with the company have had their individual opportunities to grow as the company has grown. Whether we are to develop all of the opportunities that lie before us is for you to decide. The company belongs to us, and we can do with what we want with it. I promise we'll get to me actually speaking in just a moment. It all comes together, like one great collage. In the very back of the book, on page 98, it talks about objective cooperation. Jim says, I have felt embarrassed at times when publicly given credit for achievements that should have been credited to others. Perhaps such erroneous impressions were due to a misconception of management as practiced by our company. Some people may regard all management as pyramided, mechanical, or autocratic. No such term should apply to us. Management in our company is the work of many people through objective cooperation. We're almost there, guys. What a big book. In the very front of the book, one of the first passages talks about people. Jim places very heavy importance on self-evaluation, and in this, he says, don't overrate yourself. Lean a little the other way. Be constructively dissatisfied with yourself, and you'll go further. Others will judge you not by what they think of the quality and effectiveness. Others will judge you by what they think of the quality and effectiveness of your work, not by what you think of it. You cannot be successful entirely through your own efforts. All of us, if we are to accomplish anything worthwhile, will do it largely through the help and cooperation of the people that work with us. We must help others to help us. last one for the room. In the very back of the book, starting at page 106, it talks about inspired management. And this is the part of the book that does not have Jim's direct words, but it is people reflecting on what kind of a man Jim was. So throughout this, it says, an appreciative man, a builder of organization and people, a man concerned with people, a considerate man, a man of depth, a man of dignity and humility, a diplomat, a direct man, a forward-looking man, a helpful man, an honest man, a man who believes in the importance of the individual, an inquirer, an innovator, a listener, a prudent spender, a realist, a man of self-assurance, a speaker and a writer, a teacher, a thinker, a man of understanding, a perfectionist. Jim was a lot of things throughout this book, and Jim had some really wonderful words that, despite my 2 years in communications at U of L, I couldn't begin to come towards. But in my 2 weeks in FSTS, in going to Family Day, and sharing a room with you all, and sharing a career with you all, I am so excited for the future, for everything that we have. As I read through the back of the book, all of those attributes attributed to Jim are attributes that could be attributed to any of you, any person in this room, any person at UPS. I cannot wait to see what attributes they give to all of us. Thank you all so much for your time, and I hope to see you guys out there. I'm always around, always a friend. So excited to see you guys grow. Thank you once again.
You guys did an excellent job at choosing your Legacy Award winner. Good job, Darcy. And congratulations to you guys. You all have completed everything, and you did so well. So now, let's have some fun.